All right, good morning. I know we have to promote the Lady of Lords Bazaar this weekend, and it's near and dear to your heart, Andrew, and we'll get to that.
Yes.
But Monaski wants to talk about shoehorns. So do we want to? Oh, it's not your father's root beer in the big containers. Nagel's in here this morning, and we'll discuss all of that. So, Monaski, your thoughts. I don't want to get into the big thing. I don't want to get into a big fight. I think it was uncool. What was done there, and I'm not going to sit and explain myself. It's a legal issue. The company, I've not been, by any means, I've not held back to explain that I had a company, and it went belly up, and with it went, all of our finances. It was a disaster for us before I started here. And here I am, working for someone again, which I said I would never do, because once you work for yourself, you're like, I would never work for anybody else. But it's good for me. I love it here. I love what this job has been for me, and there is a history. I can't deny it, and it's just unfortunate that Bill Morehouse chose to take that personal issue and throw it out on the air. I thought that was very uncool.
If I can be totally fair, he did rattle off a number of things that he's done for the city.
Here's the problem I have with it. And this is not me being vindictive or tit for tat. This is just saying, when you say you're going to, and listen, this is what the Zekas of the world are out there saying. And I thought we were kind of giving him a pass. We're having a little bit of fun with you were tougher on him than I was.
Right.
We're having a little fun over the issue of the shoehorn and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you say you're not going to take $1, and you say you're not going to take insurance as part of your campaign mantra, and then you turn around and you take a salary and say, well, legally I have to, and you get to pick and choose who you stroke, because that's really what this is. This is his money that he's putting towards buying chairs or giving out promotional pens. That is not the same thing as what Edward Hanna did, who didn't take a salary. It's not the same thing. And when someone runs against him, if someone does, they will use that against him, and it's completely legitimate, because buying promotional pens or even a $50,000 investment in that office, well, so you can be comfortable in your office. I mean, does everybody have a $50,000 remodel in their office at City Hall? I mean, no one should have that ability to be able to pick and choose. And it also, even the donation to the zoo is a tax write-off. Even the donation to the zoo is something that makes Bill Morehouse look good, which is different than Bill Morehouse looking good saying, I'm not going to take a salary. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's different.
I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm not. I think what he's saying. I've paid to remodel offices. I've done. That's all wonderful, but it's not the same thing as saying I'm not going to take. And when you say in a campaign I'm not going to take any health insurance, and you do because of Obamacare, and that's the excuse, well, that's something someone's going to come after you on, too. It's just not
right.
And again, I'm not angry. I've been through this stuff. I've read topics. I've read my name. I've been through all of it. I've heard it all. And it is what it is. It's an embarrassing time in my life. It was a terrible time in our life, my wife and mine, and we've recovered from it. And it is what it is.
So he's under no obligation to, even though he said that he would do that if he was elected. He's under no obligation
but it'll be held against you.
Right.
Yeah.
You can criticize him for that. And then, he was talking about all these projects he's done. I thought at one point he said he helped someone who hadn't paid their taxes pay their taxes, I'm assuming, so they could keep their property. Good for him.
No
That's
doubt
an
about
awesome
it.
thing. But he brought up the pens and fly swatters. And my reaction was I just kind of laughed at that. I didn't think he was serious.
Can I give you one more snide remark? Because he just texted me and said, listen, I'll give you $1,000, Bill, so you can pay your loan. That was really also uncool, Bill. So I don't need your $1,000, and I appreciate it, though. So there it is.
That was interesting.
And he keeps saying, why are you so mad? I'm not mad. I'm not. I understand. Take a swipe. I get it. It sounded like he was mad, though, over us questioning the pens and the promotional items. So it is what it is. This day has been normally in the summertime, things are kind of, I let down a little bit. I don't push as hard in the summer. It's different. It's a different time. I have vacation coming up next week. But we've had quite a controversial week this week for a week that's nothing going on in the summer leading up to Labor Day.